In recent years, former President Donald Trump has maintained a formidable presence in American politics, igniting passionate reactions across the political spectrum. Since his departure from the Oval Office, Trump's political rallies have continued to draw massive crowds, and his controversial rhetoric remains headline material. However, one peculiar incident has recently taken center stage in his narrative, a claim that he sustained an injury to his ear during an alleged assassination attempt. Trump's storytelling surrounding this event has sparked both curiosity and skepticism. Some believe it reflects a troubling trend, where the former president turns serious matters into opportunities for personal profit and propaganda. Others insist that his words reflect genuine grievance. This story first emerged with little context and without corroborating evidence, yet it soon captivated media attention. Despite demands from public figures and organizations for Trump to release medical records to substantiate his injury claims, he has refrained from doing so. The lack of medical documentation, combined with Trump's own exaggerations about his miraculous recovery, has fueled a wave of memes and conspiracy theories. Trump's narrative has now expanded to include merchandise and special edition products, even as many doubt the credibility of his original claims. The incident itself, Trump's response, and the subsequent public debate raise significant questions about the intersection of political performance, truth, and media spectacle in America's modern political landscape. This video will dissect the key elements of this story: Trump's original claim, the recent exchange with Joe Rogan where the injury became a focal point, reactions from both supporters and detractors, the potential political motivations, and implications for a broader culture of performance politics. Chapter 1. The origins of Trump's ear injury story. The public first heard of Trump's alleged ear injury during a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. According to Trump, the incident involved an apparent assassination attempt where he was shot in the ear by what he described as a large-caliber bullet. Although the incident was supposedly severe, with blood flowing from his ear, Trump has continuously insisted that he healed exceptionally quickly. The story's plausibility raised immediate questions. First, an AR-15 bullet, which Trump hinted was involved, would likely cause substantial, if not catastrophic, damage. The type of injury he described, a superficial wound to the ear, seemed inconsistent with the nature of AR-15 ammunition. Secondly, no credible reports of an attack or shooting were filed from that event, leading many to question whether the incident happened at all. Yet, Trump has steadfastly woven the alleged assassination attempt into his speeches, often framing it as an example of the violence and threats he faces as a political figure. In response to calls for transparency, several critics, including organizations like the Lincoln Project, urged Trump to release his medical records to verify the injury. They argued that his refusal to do so is particularly ironic given his support for increased restrictions on privacy regarding women's medical records. Despite these requests, Trump has not disclosed any official documentation of the injury, leading to growing public skepticism. Chapter 2. Joe Rogan and the ear injury interview. The story took another twist during a recent interview with podcaster Joe Rogan, who is known for his extensive knowledge of combat sports and physical injuries. Rogan, having seen numerous ear injuries in the world of mixed martial arts, openly questioned Trump about the nature and severity of his wound. Rogan even asked to see the alleged scar, and Trump pointed to a spot on his ear, indicating a healed mark. Trump's vague description of the injury, combined with Rogan's skeptical questioning, created an awkward and bizarre moment in the interview, sparking memes and online commentary. Throughout the interview, Trump's narrative seemed to shift, moving between downplaying the injury as a superficial mark and dramatizing it as a life-threatening wound that he miraculously survived. When asked directly about the nature of the wound and how it felt, Trump launched into a meandering story about his experience in the Oval Office, his unique healing abilities, and other loosely related topics, leaving Rogan visibly perplexed. This exchange raised concerns among critics who believe that Trump may be showing symptoms of cognitive decline. They argue that his digressions, combined with the lack of cohesive responses, suggest that he might be struggling to keep up with the very narrative he is attempting to sell. Chapter 3. The political and commercial use of the alleged injury. Trump's claim has not only served as fodder for speeches, but has also led to the creation of a line of merchandise and promotional material. Trump and his supporters have capitalized on the event by releasing assassination edition products, ranging from sneakers to Pinot Noir and commemorative coins, all of which feature motifs tied to the alleged shooting incident. These products are marketed with phrases that emphasize Trump's resilience and sacrifice for the country, aiming to inspire and energize his base. Critics argue that Trump's merchandise trivializes what would otherwise be a very serious event. By monetizing an alleged assassination attempt, they say, Trump has transformed an already dubious claim into a grotesque spectacle that profits off fear and political division. On the other hand, some of Trump's loyal supporters view these items as a unique tribute to his willingness to endure attacks from his political enemies, both literal and figurative. The assassination edition products have proven popular among Trump's core supporters, who see them as symbols of his ongoing struggle against the deep state and the perceived threats he faces. Despite the controversy surrounding their release, the products continue to sell well, suggesting that for Trump's supporters, the symbolism outweighs questions of truth or exaggeration. Chapter 4. A history of questionable medical claims. The story of Trump's ear injury is far from the first time his health has come under public scrutiny. During his initial presidential campaign in 2015, Trump presented a medical report authored by Dr. Harold Bornstein, a gastroenterologist. The letter famously declared Trump would be the healthiest individual ever elected to the presidency. Bornstein later admitted that Trump himself had dictated the statement, raising questions about the reliability of Trump's medical claims. In 2018, Bornstein claimed that Trump's bodyguards had confiscated all of Trump's medical records from his office. This unusual event added fuel to the fire, with some speculating that Trump may have been concealing more serious health issues. The handling of his medical records only contributed to an atmosphere of secrecy around his health, a pattern that has continued with the recent ear injury incident. Chapter 5. The media and meme response. The media and internet users have widely mocked Trump's ear injury story. Memes featuring Trump's miraculous ear wound went viral, often poking fun at his claim of a quick recovery. Popular online forums flooded with satirical edits depicting Trump with outlandish bandages, oversized scars, and miracle ear products, drawing on his past claims and blending them into humorously exaggerated images. In particular, Trump's own statements about miraculous healing and his supposed resilience against attacks from his political enemies fueled the satire, giving detractors ample material. Despite the backlash, the memes have inadvertently kept the story alive, proving that, whether intentional or not, Trump's tactic of shock and spectacle remains an effective tool for attention. Chapter 6. The broader implications of performance politics. This incident, while seemingly trivial on the surface, reveals deeper issues within American politics. Trump's use of an unsubstantiated personal injury to both galvanize support and drive merchandise sales illustrates a shift towards performance politics, where politicians emphasize spectacle over policy or facts. His ability to turn an unverified incident into a rallying cry and revenue stream demonstrates the potent mix of populism and theatrics that characterizes his style. Chapter 7. A call for accountability and transparency. The story of Donald Trump's ear injury continues to captivate audiences, stoking both outrage and intrigue. For Trump supporters, it underscores his narrative as a leader willing to endure personal danger in his fight for America. For his critics, it's a troubling example of sensationalism and opportunism taken to extremes. The lingering questions surrounding the event, its veracity, Trump's reluctance to provide medical proof, and his decision to monetize it, highlight a need for greater transparency from public figures. If Trump seeks a return to the highest office, his conduct regarding the ear injury story raises a serious question. Can the American public afford leaders who use conspiracy, spectacle, and personal gain as political tools? At a time when the nation faces significant challenges, this incident serves as a reminder of the importance of accountability and truth in American politics.